was dining up here 3 nights a week, usually up here dining with us, enjoying our food, and he and I were just having a casual conversation, just as beer enthusiasts, not as a brewer, but just two guys hanging out, loving to drink beer. And we were talking about our favorite styles. And I was saying, I kind of miss, and correct me if I'm wrong about this conversation, but I miss a classic, simple, British bitter, an ESB. This is my favorite style of beer to drink all the time. Very food friendly, low gravity, something you can enjoy with a friend, your wife, your college buddy, whatever, in the hot sun, at the pool. So, and he said, well, Rob, at Wild Heaven we've been thinking about doing a British bitter for our new seasonal. And he said, we have a wonderful partnership with the Arundel Brewery out of Sussex, England, that they, in exchange, took their Let Be Light recipe over to the Arundel Brewery, which won many awards. And so we borrowed their recipe for their British bitter and added our culinary experience into this beer, substituting some of their ingredients for some black treacle and Turkish fig. So therefore, we came up with this beer, and I'm sorry to do it all the talking.
You're doing great, Rob.
Okay.
We believe in you.
So we came up with this beer to really speak about Non-Mile Station's menu, but not only, it's really about friends getting together, sharing good times, sharing conversation in a glass, enjoying the experience, because craft beer is not just about popping open a beer, having it's about the experience. And so I've said enough. Eric, would you like to say some words?
Yeah, I would just say this was an awesome collaboration, and we've been at Wild Heaven. We've been looking more and more at what are these like lower gravity beers that are designed around food going to be for the next generation. And we make, as you guys know, a lot of. We have a bunch of 14% beers. We only give them away for free at the brewery. We can't sell anything there,
Cue the honk.
But we're seeing, just as the trends in brewing are changing every year, and especially in the last 5 years, there's a movement more in the direction of these lower gravity beers that are they're nuanced, they're elegant, they're complex, they work well with food. They're not thin, watery beers. They're actually delicious. And this style in particular, this is basically a standard or ordinary British bitter. The word bitter to most Americans who are uninitiated is not a positive term, so we kind of deliberately left it out. They think of these like overly hoppy IPAs they don't like and things like that. And we wanted to just communicate, look, it's just an approachable, great standard beer. The ordinary bitter, for the most part, doesn't really exist in the U.S. Very few American breweries make them. Breweries in the UK don't ship them over here because they won't survive the 3 or 4 weeks on the boat, and so they don't have enough hops, they don't have enough alcohol, and they're just kind of oxidized, flaccid beers by the time they land. But this beer is a staple of pub culture in the UK, especially. There are very few pubs or breweries that you'd walk into where they wouldn't have more than one beer, at least one, that would fall into this basic category. And these are the everyday, all-day drinking beers, because they are like complex and robust. But at 3.8%, you'd have to like really giddy up to get trashed on it. So it's that wonderful like kind of culinary, I think it's a very social beer because it's under 4%. So anyways, they're difficult beers to make. It's a lot easier to make a 12% Russian Imperial Stout that's like 100 IBUs. Those are actually kind of hard to screw up.
International bittering units for those that don't know them.
Yeah, they're good. But anyways, these more delicate, nuanced, small beers, they take a lot of thought, and we're particularly proud of this one. And I hope you guys like it. Huge thanks to everyone that came up. We're gonna tap this cask. So this is for those of you who don't know, a cask or a firkin is it's basically a vessel where instead of force carbonating the beer the way we would in a traditional keg or in a can or bottle. We have a secondary re-fermentation occur inside of this vessel. So it's as fresh and as natural. It's a living beer, and typically the carbonation is going to be a little bit softer. The bubbles from that natural re-fermentation tend to be smaller gas bubbles than the ones that are you know, coming out of bottled gas. So you hopefully are going to get a smoother, creamier, but more vibrant version of the beer. So I'd encourage all of you guys before you leave to try the cask version of Bestie as well. So
I want to say one more thing to my special team at 9 Mile Station. This is a result of everybody at 9 Mile Station. The baddest ass bartender in Atlanta, Randy, right here. Thank you for your support, without a doubt. Right next to Kelvin Mandy. A badass general manager, Ryan Crocker, right there. Read it on! Director of Operations, Dallas Bettis, right here. And our chef that put together the awesome food tonight. Thank you. So this was the showcase what 9 Mile Station is all about for the culinary experience. All right, here we go.
Go straight. Ready? Go straight.
Ready, two. There it is.
flyers. I got any flyers. You can dispense a few of them.